The battleground story tonight. We're down to the wire on challenging Arizona's immigration law. The Justice Department has exactly 1 month to file a lawsuit against Arizona and request a stay before its harsh papers, please law goes into effect. Arizona's Republican Governor Jan Brewer claims the state only took action because the federal government failed to. President Obama says he is trying to take action. He wants comprehensive immigration reform and is meeting this week with reform advocates. But it remains to be seen just how much political capital the White House is willing to spend. And of course, the president can't do it alone. In order to fix our broken immigration system, some brave Republicans, in the Senate particularly, need to step up and convince a few other folks on the GOP side to come along. For more, let me bring in Democratic Congressman Luis Gutierrez of Illinois, a member of the Hispanic Caucus. He met with the president today to discuss immigration reform, so I'm going to resist the urge to ask him about Carlos Zambrano's meltdown and the Cubbies. Congressman, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Chris, for resisting the urge.
So tell me, give me the lowdown on what happened in this meeting. What was the tenor of it? What did the president have to say?
The president wants to garner all the different supporters and sectors for comprehensive immigration reform. I believe to refocus and re-energize us all and get us to the goal of passage of a comprehensive immigration bill. He's begun that process by calling in different constituent groups to discuss different tactics, strategy to get us there. And he's going to begin, I believe it's American University, this Thursday morning, in which he will make an evaluation of the present state of where comprehensive immigration reform is at and why he believes it's an urgent issue that Americans refocus on.
Congressman, if you had to rank what the obstacles are, I mean, originally I think there was hope of getting something, before the midterms on comprehensive immigration reform, certainly a vote. If you had to rank what the obstacles are, I mean, do you think that the White House has expended insufficient capital? Is it Democrats who are a little skittish about taking a hard vote on this, or is it Republican obstruction?
I think it's all of the above, actually. You've named them all, Chris. Really, you have. But that is Washington, D.C., right? Sometimes the obstacles are bipartisan. Not only the debates or the fights or what we struggle over are bipartisan, but actually the obstacle can be bipartisan. But look, I think what the president said today, at least to us in the meeting, was, I'm going to give a speech on Thursday. I want to refocus the energy. I want to have a closer collaboration with you. And I got to say, look, it takes 218 votes in the House to pass something. I know we're 200 of those votes for comprehensive immigration reform. I'm not exaggerating. They'll come from the Democratic Party.
Right.
You still need 200 doesn't get you 218. It doesn't pass you a bill. It's a great idea. It's 90% of your, but it doesn't get you a bill. So we do need Republican support, and we need to figure out a way to bring them to the table.
Let me ask you a question. You've played a very interesting role in this whole process. You're sort of a liaison between the outside and the inside. And I wonder how you can, there was a meeting with reform advocates, I believe it was yesterday. I've heard that things were a little testy in there, and I wonder how you would characterize the relationship between some of the groups that are working on this and been quite frustrated, and the White House, which I think generally feels like, hey, don't look at us, don't attack us. What is the state of that relationship right now?
The state of that relationship is that we're waiting for Thursday, and we're waiting for this president. Most of us supported him. I supported him in the primary, voted for him twice, once in the primary, once in the general election. Look, he is the president of the United States of America, but he's a special person for me in terms of the hope that I have for changing America, and particularly the hope that I have for what is the cardinal issue that brings me and wakes me up every morning, and that's to reform our immigration reform system, to make sure that families, that are here working hard, sweating and toiling, have an opportunity to stay together. So I think that, yeah, there's friction, but out of that friction can come good. Yes, we've criticized and we've pushed this president, but out of that pushing, good can come. And I think what the president is kind of saying, hey, let's try to figure it out together. Here's my point of view. He made it in a very strong manner. But look, we're not children here. We understand that there are differences, and sometimes those differences can be made in somewhat harsh terms.
Well, we're going to look for the speech definitely on Thursday and be talking about this more. Congressman, I really appreciate you taking some time with me tonight.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
All right.